What's up, guys? Welcome back. Right behind me is this brand new 2025 Volkswagen Jetta. It has been refreshed for this model year, and thanks to Bob Boast Volkswagen in Bradenton, Florida, I'm going to be able to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out to see what's changed, what stayed the same, and see if it is the best vehicle to get in the compact sedan segment. So if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, hit that like and subscribe button. And now let's get back to this. And here it is, guys, 2025 Volkswagen Jetta. This is the only non-Asian vehicle in the segment after the domestic manufacturers pulled out of that segment completely. So we have the Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, Kia K4, Hyundai Elantra, Mazda 3, and this. Now, this has been around, meaning Volkswagen Jetta has been around for years and years, and it's always been a good selling vehicle. Now, as you know, Volkswagen pulled out the Passat, so the mid-size sedan. Now, this is the only sedan really that they have in their lineup. And let's take a look what's changed for 2025 model year. The overall shape remains the same. I still like the hood. It's got some creases right on top, pretty long, almost like a clamshell design. But what's really changed is this front end. So you can see that we have different lights. The headlights are LED reflector lights. We also have the LED daytime running lights and turn signals. And this top portion of the grille, slim, covered in this piano black color, the glossy black if you prefer that term. And in the middle you have the chrome Volkswagen logo. At the bottom right here you also have this trim that's chrome on this model. Once you go with the SEL, it actually lights up. It's an LED light strip. And if we scroll down, you can see that wider portion of the grille right there at the bottom. It's again, it's covered with the glossy black with that silver finish at the bottom. On both sides, you have the actual air intakes, kind of helps with that aerodynamics of this vehicle. Well, let's pop the hood open and see what powers it up. And here underneath the hood, you'll find a 1.5-liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine, 158 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. So basically the same engine as we've seen in the previous model year. Now, one big difference is that 6-speed manual transmission is no longer offered. That's reserved for the GLI, the performance-oriented one that I'll cover in a separate video. Here, check this out, guys. I really don't like this. This is this flimsy prop rod that's holding this hood up. We have some sound insulation underneath here, and I've only driven this in this parking lot right here, so I'm really excited to take it for a spin at the end of this video with you. Just like all of the compact sedans, it's not so compact anymore. It's 186 inches long, so it grew in size quite a bit, probably the largest in its class. Also a pretty good looking vehicle from the side. Not much has changed here, but let's take a look at the wheel and tire setup. So on the SE, the standard wheels are 17. These are upgraded 18-inch gloss black wheels. Now we have the sunroof that's been added to this vehicle, not a standard equipment on the SE trim. And let's check this out. What else we have? I like the color of it on the outside. If you take a look at it, it's really nice and sparkly white. This is that opal white pearl exterior. And then we have the blind spot assist right inside the mirrors. We also have the smart entry system. Around the windows on top, we have black color. At the bottom, you have some chrome. Overall, a good looking vehicle on the side. Let's move on to the back and let's see what's changed here. And here we have the brand new tail lamps design. Now they're connected, just like most of the vehicles do right now. They have this blade light going across the entire vehicle. Now we have the LED lights, LED turn signals and reverse lights. Jetta spelled out in the middle, big Volkswagen logo in black and chrome. SE is the trim model that we have. You have this chrome protector trim on the top of the bumper, and nothing too crazy at the bottom. Here we have some reflector lights, no visible exhaust, and you can open the trunk or unlock the trunk, because that's not truly a power trunk, but unlock it through the remote, which is, by the way, the new one here. So we have the lock, unlock twice to start the vehicle, standard equipment on this SE trim. And then let's see how much room we have in the trunk. All right, so we have the rear view camera right here. 14 cubic feet is what you have inside the trunk. If you need to extend that, seats fall down 60/40. You can do that from here, at least unlock them. And underneath this floorboard right here, we have a spare tire and the tools to help you change it. So a spare tire is standard on this vehicle. Close this up. Move around the corner here, guys. I know that a lot of you are asking, hey, where are these vehicles made? So let's take a look. US Canadian content 21%, Mexico 33%. So engine is from Mexico, final assembly point is in Mexico, and transmission is in the United States. While we're here, a couple important things. Overall vehicle score as far as safety is 5-star. We also have 33 miles per gallon as far as the average rating, 29 in the city and 40 on the expressway. Well, let's open this up. I'll show you what's going on the interior here. Starting with this rear door panel here, we have a lot of hard surface materials. That's all on the side here, even though it has this breakup in here as far as the different color. The only soft part is the armrest. We also have the window control and a little bit more storage at the bottom here. And inside of this vehicle, this one has what they call a Grigio and leatherette seat covering. So take a closer look. This is like almost suede. And then, of course, we have the man-made leather, so the leatherette. Now the console pops open. We have 2 cup holders. We also have some seat back storage on the passenger seat only. There is no charging, no vents on this console, and the bump is quite big. Now I want to see if there is any vents actually underneath here. Yeah, there's some little vents underneath the seats. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that. And I wonder how strong they are and if they are enough to cool or heat this back passenger portion up. And check it out, guys. I'm sitting right here in the back. I have, about 2.5 inches of headroom. Even with the sunroof on this vehicle, plenty of shoulder room. The seats are firmer. This is standard basically on any of the German vehicles. And wait till you see how much leg room I have. As far as the legroom, I'm almost 6 feet tall, 5'11" to be exact. Now I have about 1.5 to 2 inches of room before I would hit my knees to the back of the seat. As far as the feet, fit nicely underneath the seat, so no complaints here. And of course, before we get inside, let's listen to the sound of the closing door. Boom. We're going to do it again from the inside, but I got to tell you, this is probably the best in its class. It's always been a trademark of German vehicles, nice and heavy sound to the door. What's going on as far as the front door panel? We have a little bit different trim up on top. This is soft. This is soft. We have the window mirror lock controls, trunk opening, more storage here, and a speaker. Now, this is non-branded speaker. The SE comes with 6 speakers, and you can have an upgraded one on the SEL. Also, the SE is the first trim level from the bottom that will get the power seat adjustment. And again, the seats in the front, this is that Grigio with leatherette. Now, they're nicely bolstered, should be nice and comfortable as far as driving. They're even supportive right here at the bottom. Now, the light control is on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. Lots of changes on the interior. Let me show it to you. And here's the door sound from the interior. Boom, nice and solid. So here it is, guys, updated interior for 2025 model year. Let's see what we have. Now on top, this is soft touch materials, which is really nice. It also has this more of a sound dampening qualities, in my opinion. Now we have a little bit of this gloss black trim, not my favorite one, but it looks decent. And then here you have this Grigio material that you'll find on the seat as well. So this is the smaller screen that's available, standard screen. And also we have a standard digital cockpit. However, this is the non-configurable one, and I'm going to tell you what that is in just a second. As far as the steering wheel, the Volkswagen logo in the middle, then we have the cruise control settings on the left-hand side, volume control, and then we can control what's going on in the instrument cluster. Even though I said it's non-configurable, there's a few things that you can change in here, and of course the seat track for in the media. So here it is, this middle portion right here. is what somewhat can be changed. So you can change the design of it by pressing this view button on here. So you can see the speedometer in the middle, and on the outside now you have the tachometer on the outside, speedometer in the middle, and this is basically what comes standard with it. So you can have the average miles per gallon and start, etc. So trip computer. And then let's see what else is going on. On the right hand side you can have no display driving data, average speed, navigation, audio, telephone, destination info, and compass. And you can do that too. And the left hand side, we leave the compass on here. Here, and the left hand side you can customize this. So a little bit of customization in here. You can do settings, no display, economy, average economy, gear display, oil temperature. All right, we're going to do that here, just an oil temperature for the sake of it. Now at the bottom here you have the temperature. On the right hand side you have gas, not much gas left, enough for us to just take it around the block. And then let's move over to the infotainment system. Now this is the smaller one. This is the 8-inch one. You can also go with the 10.25 inch screen with the SEL trim, and this is the new Volkswagen system. So you have the radio. This is all like a haptic feedback touch screen button. So media, now phone, voice, okay, control. So we're going to actually close that off before it starts listening to me and trying to figure out what I'm saying. Apps, sound, car, menu. Now here's Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. So if you want to connect your mobile device, Android Auto switch on Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So it is wireless. So this is a nice feature. And this is it. Let's check out the rear view camera. Well, we have some room for improvement here. Decent, but you know, kind of grainy, especially at this day and age where all of the cameras are almost like 4Ks. I think the manufacturers should really step it up and do a better job with the cameras. Now, as far as the lines, they're not movable, so they're not active trajectory lines. They're just lines that are there. All right, put it back in park, and that's what we have as far as the infotainment system. Now down here at the bottom, this is what a lot of people are complaining about from the other trims. First of all, you can see my reflection. This is how shiny it is. This is all this piano black, but it has a dual zone climate control. And then you adjust the temperature basically by sliding your finger here, sliding your finger to adjust the fan speed. Okay, now you have the menu off button. You also have the menu pops up on the screen, by the way. So if it's easier for you to adjust the fan speed here, you can do it. Basically the same kind of idea. You touch it where it says it's warm, or you know, this way. So anyways, so there's several ways of adjusting it, but I know a lot of people say that it's almost like too sensitive as far as these controls. Now we have the heated seats on this particular one. This is your start stop button, gear shifter. Okay, pretty much straightforward. Okay, we have a sport mode right here, so there's no pedal shifters on the steering wheel, but you can switch it to the sport mode and go up and down to switch the gears. And go in park, we have the 12-volt power outlet, electronic parking brake. Now they have the auto start stop button and the eco button, and this is the only drive mode that I see. Now you can of course put it in sport, so I guess eco, sport, and normal if you're in there, but that's the way you change it. Now we have cup holders and decent size storage. Not sure if you can see it. It's pretty deep. Okay, there's something in here. It's pretty deep as far as the storage, so no complaints as far as the storage space. Up on top, this has been upgraded, so we have the Homelink system and the mirror and the compass. So we're basically facing east right here, and then here's your sunroof control. Remember when Jetta and Volkswagen has this dial style sunroof? Now it's a manual sunshade, so even though sunroof is open, you can still keep this on to kind of filter the air. Now we have the windscreen, and what else we have? The SOS button, okay, info button, and here's your sunglasses holder. Moving on, illuminated mirrors, and that's the interior of this 2025 Jetta. Let me know what you think about it, guys. We're gonna take it for a spin. Well, this vehicle feels good. It feels spacious. Like I said, it grew in size quite a bit, so definitely not a compact sedan in a sense like you might have been used to in the early 2000s or even later on. Now that's 186 inches long. That's borderline a mid-size sedan. So no wonder why a lot of manufacturers are dropping the mid-size sedans, including Volkswagens, because the compact's gotten so large. Well, let's talk about the different trim levels and the pricing for 2025 Jetta. 4 different trim levels are available in the Jetta. And by the way, if you see, I'm driving through the neighborhood that got hit by Hurricane Milton, so they're still doing a lot of recovery here. That's just a side note. 4 different trim levels, guys. The base trim is the S trim, $21,995. Then we have the sport trim at $23,275. Then the SE trim, which I'm sitting in right now, that's at $24,975. And the top of the line trim is the SEL, and that starts at $29,000. That, of course, is going to give you the upgraded stereo infotainment system, the customizable digital cockpit, and a lot more. But it's also the priciest one of them all. However, this one starting at $24,975 with the features that I have added to this vehicle that I'm sitting in right now, it's over $28,000, and I'm going to post everything in the description of this video, what it has, and that's not standard on it. But it's really easy: the wheels, the sunroof, and a couple other features. So overall, driving it feels nice and quiet. It's spacious. I like that the seats are adjustable. You also have the back and forth lumbar support, so if you are taking it on a longer trip, you can make yourself really nice and comfortable in this vehicle. But with that said, because the underlining of this vehicle is still the same platform, the same engine and transmission, it drives basically like the previous generation one, with, of course, a lot more nicer features on here. Now, as far as the acceleration, on paper, it's about 7.1 seconds 0 to 60, so definitely fast enough to merge you in traffic. And I'm going to see if I have a stretch of open road here, maybe to demonstrate it for you. But this is a brand new car, so I don't want to beat on it too much. 1.5 liter turbocharged engine, 158 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque. That's the specs of this engine. We have the 8-speed automatic transmission, and like I said, it drives good. It drives good enough. It's gonna merge you in traffic. It's comfortable. So let me know what you think, guys. Is it a worthy competitor as far as the compact sedan market, or would you still go with the Japanese or the Korean? Now, I've recently tested the K4. That was nice, but quite frankly, I mean, this one feels more solid, better built as far as the quality of it. Now, I really like the new Civic hybrid that they came out with, 50 miles per gallon, 200 horsepower. Really can't beat that, but I don't know. This is a really solid choice for those of you who are looking for that German driving experience and German feel of the vehicle. And it's the only one out there. So, guys, we have an open road ahead of us. Let's check out the acceleration from the stop. That's pretty torquey, actually. We get it up to about 45, almost 50 miles per hour. And I think that is enough. It's definitely going to help you merge in traffic. You're not going to have any issues with that. Of course, it's not going to break any speed records. However, it is safe to merge in traffic. So, guys, let me know what you think about this brand new 2025 Jetta, and I hope this video was helpful and you learned a thing or two about it. And if you did, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.